This is Matt Dimitrushin of Telemus Capital with the week in review for the week ending April 17th of 2020. Markets experienced another surprising rally with the blue chip Dow Jones Industrial Average gaining 2.2% on the week, extending its rally to 15% over the past 2 weeks. This marked the best 2-week period for the index since 1938. Growth stocks stood out as the strong performers last week, with financials and in real estate continuing to fall, while consumer discretionary and healthcare sectors led the way. Amazon.com in particular had breakout performance, rising 16% on the week. The stock is now up 28.5% on the year. The chart in the lower right-hand corner displays the strong rally in the share's price of late. Markets rallied on the hope that counties and states will begin to slowly reopen soon. This included Europe, where policymakers took initial actions to start the process of reopening. The reopening hope went into overdrive on Friday after the White House released guidelines that states can adopt to begin reopening soon. This positive news was joined by a release that Gilead's drug to treat COVID-19 has shown promising results in treating patients with severe conditions in clinical trials at the University of Chicago. This positive perspective around COVID-19 fueled a strong rally on Friday, squeezing some investors off the sidelines and back into the market for fear of missing out on further gains. The realization that the market has taken such a cavalier attitude in the hope of horrible economic news has some arguing that the market has gotten too far ahead of itself and is due for a setback. Despite how the market has performed, the economic news was pretty grim. Retail sales fell 8.7% in March, the largest drop on record. Industrial production declined by 5.4% in March. Housing starts declined by 22.3% in March. And lastly, there was another 5.25 million initial jobless claims reported last week. In the bond market, the 2-year Treasury yield was virtually unchanged at a rate of 0.2%, while the yield on the 10-year Treasury note edged 8 basis points lower to finish the week, yielding 0.65%. The bond market has opened up and functioning better after last month's efforts by the Federal Reserve to provide stimulus. Last week, there was $16 billion of new junk bonds that were issued, marking the busiest week of the year in the high-yield market. In other markets, oil price plummeted by nearly 22% on fears of a supply glut. The dollar appreciated by 0.3%, while gold closed down a little more than 2% to just under $1,700 an ounce. That concludes the week in review for the week ending April 17th of 2020. Thank you and enjoy your week.